Hey guys, this is Zero Budget Geek and I'm at DexCon 2015 and today I am talking with John from Vanishing City Games and we are talking about puppy dogs from space. So John, tell me really briefly, what is the theme of this game?
Okay, the theme is this. So these puppy dogs, they're in a spaceship and they crash land on Earth. Okay, and they just want to go home. All right. So the whole goal of the game is you have 3 to 6 players, and each person's trying to get their puppy dogs home. All right. Now to do that would require them getting a team of 4 puppy dogs awake and not distracted. Okay, but now everyone's trying to do the same thing. All right.
Hard to keep the puppies from being distracted.
It is, and there are the things that distract them are like the flea infestation. There's muddy puppy. There are other things in the meta game like cone of shame. There's the dog catcher and catastrophe. All kinds of things can, assail these poor puppies.
All right, cool. That sounds really cool. I can't wait to find out how to play this game. So we're gonna cut to a different shot so you guys can take a look at the cards and John's gonna explain the game. But real quick, I'm gonna show you just some close-ups of the card art because it's just fantastic. Go.
Okay, so I'm glad you're here, and I'll show you how to play Puppy Dogs from Space. It's a very simple game. Each player gets a faction. So I'll give player A red, player B yellow, and player C blue. Now each player gets some puppy dogs. They also get 20 cards to go with their deck. And what they'll do now is they'll shuffle their cards into their deck. Okay, I'll just proceed with this one right now. Okay, so each person will draw 4 cards. Now, at this point, they have their hand. Now, at the beginning of every round, every player draws 2 cards. Now, all the cards in the deck are good if you get to play them. However, after you draw 2 cards, you have to pass a card to the left. Now you have to be careful. Some of these cards are like flea infestation, cone of shame, or the dog catcher, and they could really hurt you if they come back to you. So you better have cards in your hand to protect you from them. Okay, so I'll get a card from them. Now, I'm the first player, and I do 3 steps. The first step I do is I bring out a puppy dog. Okay, I'm bringing out Commander Chewy. Okay, Commander Chewy has a couple of powers. The first power is the whistle, and he can basically bring a puppy dog from out of game back into the game. And then he has the do-over. We've all had do-overs in our life, and he can have a target player, including himself, reshuffle the cards in his hand and the cards with his deck together and draw 5 new cards. Okay, so that's the first step. You play a puppy dog. The next thing you would do is you would play an action card. Now I have no action cards I want to play right now, so I'm going to pass. The third thing you would do is you would then use one of your puppy's powers. Now you can only use puppy's powers if they are awake. They come into the game napping. On subsequent rounds, when it's your turn, the first thing you will do is you'll wake up your puppy dog, and then you proceed with your turn. And that is Puppy Dogs in Space. It's a very simple game. But it has a very, very good replayability. There are many different cards in the game, and they can have different effects based on the number of players you're having.
So what do the dogs do each other? They basically try to distract the others and nap. Like they don't attack each other.
Well, the dogs don't attack each other directly. No. What it is the players. The players try to help their puppy dogs go home. Okay. So not really the puppy dogs themselves. So they will play cards to slow down other people's puppies. So I would do things like the muzzle on someone else's puppy dog, and that goes on their puppy, and now that puppy can't use its power. The whole goal is that puppy dogs that have distractions on them, and I'll pull a distraction here, if I can. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'll just play another card. This is Chow Time. Okay. Now, if a card just like that is played on my puppy, it would go out of the game. However, there's a third card type. There's action cards, there are puppy dogs, and there are reaction cards. I can say, no, you're not going to send my puppy out of game.
I see. Now, just so everyone knows that this is basically a prototype version of the game, so there's going to be final artwork on these, which I've already looked at, and it's just really, really awesome. So over the course of the game, you're getting a bunch of puppies in play, and you're trying to get, is it four? You're trying
Four of them.
Four puppies in play, and then you win automatically as long as they're not distracted and not sleeping?
Correct. So the distractions I was trying to find before were like, wow. Oh, come on.
Well, essentially, you can play
peanut butter
distractions
treat.
on them.
Right, so peanut butter treat. Peanut butter treat would go on their puppy, okay, and now that's distracted. Now, Commander Chewie can still use his powers, but he doesn't count as one of the 4 puppies you would need to win.
Okay.
All right. Now, the muzzle, however, if I put that on someone's puppy, it still counts as a puppy to win. It's not distracted. They just can't use his powers.
Okay. Sounds awesome.
Thank you.
All right, well, John, that was a really great explanation. I got a good idea of the game, what it's about, and with the art, it just looks so fantastic. For the folks at home that are watching this video and they want to get this game and find out more information about this game, how can they do that? Where can they go?
Great question. Thank you for asking. So we have a website, vanishingcitygames.com. We have 2 Facebook pages. So you can look up Puppy Dogs in Space on Facebook. Okay, and if you can find us at Gen Con, we're going to be at Gen Con and ConnectiCon next weekend, we can give you one of these cards. Okay, so here, take this card. I know you love the game.
And I'm going to make sure I'm going to put this down in the description box so you guys can be able to follow the link. But John, thank you very much, and I'll see you at the next convention, guys. I'll see you on the next video.
Thank you for checking out a United Geeks Network family member. If you enjoyed it and are looking for other online media with a geek culture slant, head over to UnitedGeeksNetwork.com, where you will find Rolling Dice and Taking Names, a podcast by guys who have a passion for tabletop games and happen to have mics. They discuss all forms of tabletop gaming, from board games to miniatures to RPGs. The United Geeks Network. You can broadcast your geekiness at UnitedGeeksNetwork.com.